Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. In this video, we're talking about Hajj. So, Hajj happens to be the first thing we'll be talking about under pilgrimage. So, and under Hajj, we'll be talking about different things. We'll talk about the basic ruling, the conditions, the arkan, the wajibat, the sunnah, and the forbidden acts for pilgrim. So, the basic ruling is that it's compulsory. It's compulsory to be performed at least once in a lifetime. It's compulsory a person performs it at least, once in a lifetime. So that is a person who might decide to perform more than once. So, but it's compulsory at least once in a lifetime. So the conditions we mentioned that very soon. The arkan, the compulsory act that must be part of Hajj. So wajibat also compulsory, as I explained that in the previous video. And sunan are the actions that are not compulsory but are good to be performed. The person will gain a reward for performing them. So for forbidden acts for pilgrims, we also mention that as well. So conditions. What are conditions include Islam, that's the person must be a Muslim. Sanity, that's the person must be sane. That is, a person shouldn't be somebody that has run mad or somebody that has lost the ability to think. So maturity, a person must be matured before it becomes compulsory on him. So if a person that is not matured performs Hajj, his Hajj will be considered correct if he does it the right way. So, but before it becomes compulsory for him, he has to be matured. And freedom, a person has to be free. That is, a person, he shouldn't be a slave. He should be a slave. And I believe that is there are two things involved: financial and health-wise. So financially, a person has to be has the ability financially, and health-wise. So, but a person might have the ability financially, but not health-wise as well. So it becomes compulsory if a person has the ability financially and health-wise. If a person has a boat, or a person has it financially but has somebody that he can has somebody that can perform Hajj on his behalf. So if you have somebody that can perform Hajj on your behalf, and a person is not is strong enough, is not fit enough health-wise, so he might he would pay somebody to perform the Hajj on his behalf, who pays the person the cost of the Hajj, whatever it will cost him to perform the Hajj, he or she will pay such person. So these are the conditions for Hajj, for the compulsion of Hajj. So on the next slide, we have the arkan. The meaning of arkan. They are just four. Just for arkan. So ihram that we defined, in the previous video. Ihram, that is the intention to begin, the pilgrimage. So, and there are certain things to be done, in preparation of this. So ihram, that is the intention to be to begin Hajj. So staying at Mount Arafah uh, during the course of the Hajj, so it's also one of the arkan. And then Tawaf al-Ifada. Tawaf al-Ifada is one of the tawaf. So we know the meaning of tawaf now. So that is to move around, the Kaaba. So, and it's also one of the arkan. So the tawaf, there are three types of tawaf. One is part of the arkan, one is part of the wajibat, and one is part of the sunan. So tawaf al-Ifada, like I said, many of these things, if a person wants to perform Hajj today, alhamdulillah, we have people that will put a person through. So, but it also have the picture of what it entails. So, sa'yu, that is moving from Mount Al-Safa, and between Mount Al-Safa and Al-Marwa. So moving back and forth between these two places is called sa'yu. So this is those are the arkan. So the wajibat includes ihram from the miqat. So ihram is part of the arkan. So, but making it from the miqat, that is, we don't even have miqat now. That is the stipulated locations that a person should make ihram from, depending on where it's coming from. The location is coming from. So making the ihram from this miqat. What are this miqat? This miqat are also things that a person will put through as he wants to perform Hajj. So I just deliberately omitted some things that will make the whole presentation too long, and it will become too much for us to grab at once. So staying at Arafah a part of the night. Staying at Arafah a part of the night. Staying at Arafah is part of the Arkan, but spending a part of the night, at Arafah is that is on the day of Arafah. Staying until the night of Arafah is part of the wajibat, and also passing the night at Muzdalifah, passing a night at Muzdalifah. So it's also one of the wajibat. So Muzdalifah is the name of a place. So throwing of pebbles is one of the actions that a person will perform in during Hajj, and it's one of the wajibat. Then shaving or cutting low of the hair, shaving or cutting low of the hair is also one of the wajibat. Then the farewell tawaf, this is another form of tawaf. So we mentioned one before, one part of the arkan. Now this is the second one, part of the wajibat. So the farewell tawaf is also part of the actions that falls under wajibat. So this is where we stop briefly under this video. So we'll continue from the next video.